And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference, defense.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one pulled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is...
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rivers to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Going deep here for Allen. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw is Rivers. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the fifth time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run it for the first time with a backup move. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Los Angeles Chargers, you think Week 15, Charles, that win over Kansas City. Look, they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. This is a team that can make a run in the postseason.
Not only can they make a run in the postseason, their head coach, Anthony Lynn, truly believes in the team, because in that win in Week 15, remember, he opted to go for 2 after the late touchdown. It worked, and when they asked him about after the game, he said, it was a no-brainer. With my team, we're going for it. But I'm with you on this team. They're not sneaking up on anyone, yet they're also going to be a handful for anyone that they're going to play.
And remember, they also beat Pittsburgh in December as well. So this is a team that is very, very talented. Both of those games, by the way, primetime matchups, and the whole nation saw it.
Yeah, the last part, they can go on the road and win. That's a big, big deal because of that defense.
On third down, Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Sherrills to return it. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. 12, maybe even a 13-win season if all fell in place, but that has not been the case.
That is so true, because we thought with the acquisition of Kirk Cousins, That would take care of everything on offense. The defense, one of the best in the league in 2017. No reason to think that that wouldn't continue, and they've still been one of the top units out there. But if they make the playoffs and they play as they did against Miami in Week 15, especially on offense when they ran the ball for 198 yards, look out, because then the Vikings could be dangerous. Can you imagine if they went to Dallas and took them on the road? Imagine that physical clash. And if they emerged out of that one, who knows?
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's Desmond King on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the 1st half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned,
they got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. First down, Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. They give him a gain of 38. Here's Rivers. Eluding the pressure, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on there, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Gotta get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on the move.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Cousins. And Robinson with a big catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Time for a break. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Cook. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the... Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Third and long for Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.